Alright, so quickly we will do the audio notes for essay 706 emphasis on matter para and other matter para in the independent auditor's report. Firstly, when will we include an emphasis on matter para? Two things will have to be satisfied now. As per essay 706 emphasis on matter para, if the auditor considers that it is necessary to draw the user's attention to a matter presented or disclosed in the financial statement that in the auditor's judgment is of such importance that it is fundamental to the fundamental to the user's understanding of the financial statement. So mainly it has to be appropriately presented and disclosed, and secondly it should be fundamental to the user's understanding. Then there is not any modification with regard to that, and it is not something which is been identified as a key audit matter. So firstly, properly presented and disclosed, then it is fundamental to the user's understanding. Next, it is not something where there is a modification, and finally it is not identified as a key audit matter. So these things should be satisfied, then we can go ahead with doing the emphasis on matter para. So how will we draft the emphasis on matter para? We include the following words, which is we draw attention to the following note. Okay, we draw attention to the following note. Clear? And one more question where the point is tested about EOM and OM is that this is a scenario where the company is planning to resume its construction activities and they have plant and equipment of 5.95 crore and they have capital work in progress of 147.5 crore. Okay, and the next one is that there are 5 branches and these branches are audited by the branch auditor. So in the first scenario, is there any modification? No, it is appropriately presented and disclosed also, and it is not identified as a key audit matter also. So in that case, that we will be including it in the EOM para. And the second one, there is a scenario where we have not audited that, it is audited by the branch auditor. So this will be included in the OM para. Whenever we include it, we will also include a final wording that our opinion is not modified in this matter. So this will have to be included. Coming to the next set of scenarios. So what happened is that there is a major flood, and the first line is that the management had disclosed in the financials about this flood. Okay, so this is something where the proper disclosure is there, and if the auditor feels that there is no other modification with regard to that and he feels that it is fundamental to the user's understanding, then he can include it in the EOM para. Okay, now coming to the next scenario, there has been a flood. Okay, and the books are destroyed and the auditor is not having access to any of the books. So what will we include, where will we include this particular scenario? We'll be including it in the OM para, not in the OM para. Okay, fine. Okay, now there is also one more additional point in here is that it is pervasive but not material. So whenever it is pervasive and not material, we will include the qualified opinion. So let alone the OM para, not the OM para, it is about the qualified opinion in here. Now coming to the next drafting question in SA 706. Here is a scenario where there is a foreign company and they are having a subsidiary incorporated and they want to transfer the assets. So for that purpose, they are not following the going concern basis. They are following it at the recoverable value basis. Okay, in NRV they are using and they are not using the going concern basis. So is this right? Yes. If at all we are not going to continue the business, if we are going to wrap it up, then we can follow the we need not follow the going concern basis. So let us see how the drafting is done. I'll be reading it. Hear it actively with me. So the independent auditors report to the members of Delhi branch office of Fancy Limited report on the audit of the standalone financial statements We have audited the standalone financial statements of Delhi branch office of Fancy Limited, which comprises a balance sheet and the statement of profit and loss account and the statement of cash flow for the year ended and the notes, including the summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information. In our opinion, and to the best of the information and according to the explanation given to us, the aforesaid financial statement give a true and fair view in conformity with the accounting principles generally accepted in India of the state of affairs of the Delhi branch office of the company as at March 31st, 2024, and the profit and loss changes in equity and the cash flow units. Okay, so it's the opinion pair. So we have audited and we are giving a true and fair view and it is conformity with the accounting policy. Okay, basis of our opinion, we have conducted our audit in accordance with the standards on auditing. Our responsibilities under those standards are further described in the auditor's responsibility. We are independent of the company and we are complying with the ethical requirements. Now, we believe that the audit evidence we have obtained is sufficient and appropriate. So, all these things we are including. Emphasis on matter. We draw attention to the note, okay, regarding the Delhi branch office management intention to close the operation. Accordingly, the financial statement have been prepared in such a manner that they do not continue to be a going concern. And the provision is also being made in the books for the losses arising or likely to arise. Our opinion is not modified in respect of this matter. So, important point. And this brings us the end to the audit audio note for SA 706.